What is ontology? Let me give you a general introduction to the word and the concept. The word itself comes from two Greek words, namely onto, which means existence or being real, and logia, which means science or study. And the word ontology is used both in a philosophical context and a non-philosophical context. And let's start with the former. Ontology in a philosophical context. Well, it's basically the study of what exists, what is being real, what is real. And examples of philosophical ontological questions could be: what are the fundamental parts of the world and how are they related to each other? Are physical parts more real than immaterial concepts? For example, are physical objects such as shoes more real than the concept of walking? And in terms of what exists, what is the relationship between shoes and walking? And why is ontology important in philosophy? Well, philosophers use this concept of ontology to discuss questions, to build theories and models, and to consequently better understand the ontological status of the world. And over time there's been two major branches: ontological materialism and ontological idealism. Materialism, from a philosophical perspective, is the belief that material things such as particles, chemical processes, and energy are more real than, for example, the human mind. So the overall belief within ontological materialism is that reality exists regardless of a human observer. And in ontological idealism, on the other hand, the belief is that immaterial phenomena such as the human mind and the consciousness are more real than the material things. And the belief here is that reality is constructed in the mind of the observer. Moving on, I told you this is just a general introduction to the concept. In a non-philosophical context, ontology is used in a different, more narrow meaning. Here, ontology is the description of what exists specifically within a determined field. For example, every part that exists within a specific information system. And this includes the relationship and hierarchy between these parts. And unlike the philosophers, these researchers are not primarily interested in discussing if these things are the true essence or core of the system, and nor are they discussing if the parts within the system are more real compared to the processes that take place within the system. Rather, they are focused on naming parts and processes and grouping similar ones together within categories. So, here are some more examples of the use of ontology outside philosophy. It's also used in social ontology. Here the idea is to describe society and the different parts and processes within society. And the purpose of social ontology then could be to simply understand and describe the underlying structures that affect individuals and groups.